Hi everybody, I'm Michael. This is a 5-minute review for Nancy Drew number 11, Curse of Blackmoor Manor, which is a great game. I give this game like a 10 out of 10. It's definitely one of my favorites. It's just got so many puzzles, and you can do the puzzles in pretty much any order you want, which I think is great. I love how just all these puzzles are open to you at the end of the game. Compared to other games in the Nancy Drew series where like half of the area is locked off or such, and that is kind of the case with this, but I like how different areas open up as the game goes on. So, I mean, compared to like Tomb of the Lost Queen, this, which also has like these hidden passageways which you find as the game goes on, this is just done so much better with the hidden passageways and the puzzles and stuff. Sorry, fans of Tomb of the Lost Queen. I'll just hold the game case because it seems to be falling off. So the characters are really good too. I mean, all sorts of puzzles located throughout this game. It's great. It's also really creepy. I like the atmosphere, even though Nancy's just inside this giant manor the whole time. It really feels like we've got a bunch of different locations. It's got really consistently creepy, dark atmosphere, and especially Ethel. She is frightening. Oh my gosh, isn't she? Isn't she the scariest character who just pops up out of nowhere? Whew, man. Yeah, Lulu the parrot is funny. I like Lulu the parrot. Jane is like the perfect mix between like friendly and also creepy weird at the same time. Jane basically exists to make Nancy do chores, but there's also this scene like halfway through the game where you see Jane and Ethel do this creepy ritual in the middle of the night, and it is so creepy. Oh my gosh. And there's a lot of like additional scenes of creepiness. So like you can find a wolf fang, or you can find scratches by Nancy's door. Those things both appear on Nancy's door. You can see like the woman in black who's allegedly like the ghost of the witch who lived here, wandering down the hallways. That's really cool. You can see Mrs. Drake put something above Linda's door. So Linda Penvelin just moved to Blackmoor Manor, and she's sort of becoming a werewolf. Another optional scene, you can see her werewolf hand, which is creepy. And I wish Linda had been different, though. That's one thing I would change. Is Linda's just too mean and standoffish, and she never talks to you in like the second half of the game. That's not so good. I did like Mrs. Drake. She's an interesting character. And Nigel, he is so boring, that character. I mean, he's boring on purpose. He's like a history nerd. But still, I'm not a big fan of Nigel. And it's really funny, like halfway through the game, or towards the end of the game, where you move the statue inside his room, and that just scares him. So the story is Nancy finds like these hidden passageways, and she eventually finds like this curse. Whoa! The curse. Nancy actually solves the puzzle. It's basically a runes puzzle. You need to spell out the name of Eleanor, the witch, and that opens another area in the secret tunnels, which finally leads to the secret room where we've got this old forge, just a bunch of puzzles. And it turns out that the Penvelins have been setting up puzzles in their manor for years, protecting their famous, fabulous treasure. Nancy just has to solve all the various puzzles. People do not like that puzzle with the spinning rooms. That is kind of a pain. It's so easy to get lost. I'm actually not a fan of the puzzle right before that, which is the alchemy puzzle. So you go through the spinning rooms, you see the door is locked, and then you have to go back through the spinning rooms again to ask Nigel what the Ouroboros symbol is. And I'm like, I don't like that. I wish we could just look that up on Nancy's phone right away. Definitely a large variety of puzzles. I can't keep saying nice things. It's definitely a very puzzle-heavy game, but it's also got a lot going on with the different characters, and I think that's good. The music is good. I like the Bridget's song, Bridget with her eyes so bright, which is a puzzle. That's cool. I like the 10 Ghosts puzzle as well, and the Singing Stairs. That's a good puzzle. I don't like the puzzle with the frog jumping across the pond, because that's just a random puzzle, and I don't like that very much. The puzzle with moving triangles, so you can get to the frog puzzle, fine. The puzzle of moving the various things above the doorway in Jane's room, that's kind of a pain. It's kind of a tough puzzle. Like, you know what the solution is, but it's still hard to get that solution actually done. Tommy, you can call him throughout this game, and he's pretty hilarious with his food orders. I also like the puzzle of the cricket ball. Lighting the dragons, that's a fine puzzle. That puzzle at the end, figuring out the key, is really long and complicated. I always just look up the solution. Calling Hugh Pinvillin is not so good. I don't think he's that great of a character. And I think that's everything I have to say about this game. Fantastic, 10 out of 10. Love pretty much everything, especially the puzzles and the environment. I wish Nancy could go back to Blackmoor Manor in a future game.